There any inspiration for you? Like, for there a lot. He was like, no, I'm very shy guy. I'm an introvert. He was like one of kind of shy guy.
And YouTube has really helped me to crack my HR rounds. I would say.
You get the feeling that you are working so hard.
But if you really like something, then you never get to feel that. So, if you are, I think my father was definitely a great role model because I'm more into bikes. Okay.
Oh.
Because last year.
Hello guys, welcome to a pretty new video. I'm with my brother, one and only. He's a software engineer, and today I'm gonna interview him, ask him about his job and life, and because he's a pretty good guy, I would say, in my perspective. But anyways, as Shashank, his name is Shashank. Shashank has graduated from a very prestigious university of India that is called Triple IT, which is also an aspiration for many Indian youth, young people, and he has also bagged a really good package in one of the multinational company. Which is a marvelous job. And along with that, he's also running a YouTube channel, which is a great job with over 6,000 subscribers. So without getting any further delay, let's roll the action and camera with Shashank. So first of all, I want to ask you, Shashank, even though we are brothers and we know each other since I got into consciousness that you are my brother, can you just tell me about yourself and the background from your perspective? Now, What do you think?
Yeah, so hi everyone. So everyone knows that he is my brother. So yeah, currently I'm working as a software engineer in Hyderabad since last 1.2 years, and I graduated last year itself. So I did a few internship in my college and got to work in the IT industry after a few months. So yeah, here I am. I'm doing pretty well. So yeah, life is good.
Yeah, life is good, to be honest, because we are together and right now. So I just want to know, like, even though we were in the same household and with our parents, I just want to know, how did you get into software engineering? Like, why did you decide to go with software engineering?
Well, if you honestly ask me, I never wanted to get into software engineering. I always liked physics.
Yeah, I remember you wanted to take mechanical after 12th, right?
Yeah, even I had the inclination of taking engineering because my father and he himself is an engineer. So that inclination was also there, but I was not sure about the branch that I was interested. So I looked upon myself that, okay, I like physics, so I should probably go with mechanical. So then I listened to some of the people who were also working in the tech industry, in my relatives or my friends or my dad's relatives. So I got to know about certain points, and then I felt okay, everyone is in my family. Most people have taken the core engineering, that is mechanical, electrical. Why not I should go with something more in demand or futuristic domain. So I took computer science.
Yeah, there are a lot of people in my family are engineers, and it is a very hard decision, to be honest. After 12th, it's a very hard decision in an Indian middle class family to go with what career they want to become. So, and even if they choose engineering, which engineering is going to be good for them, and there is a lot of confusions going around, and a lot of people are there still figuring out that which engineering they should go with, what's the future holds for them, and with the introduction of AI and everything. So it's getting a lot of difficulties in choosing the career, right? So was there any inspiration for you? Like, there are a lot of people who are inspired by something, for example, or someone like Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, or someone from family or friend, or even me.
Yeah. So the thing is, I was always interested in solving complex problems. Like when I was in 11th and 12th, I used to buy every physics book. Like, if you guys know about H.C. Verma, I solved every question of that.
That is true. Like, I was not that into studies, to be honest, but he was very good with studies. He wanted to buy the books and just wanted to solve as many as questions. Yes. If I had like 2 notebooks of solving questions, he had like 10. So that is true.
Yeah, that was one of the drive that I had towards solving a problem. And talking about my role models, yeah, definitely H.C. Verma is one of them. And
Really?
I came to, yeah, he was into really physics. He used to teach computer science at IIT Kanpur, and that was my dream college. I always wanted to go there and learn from him
And
himself.
who is your role model right now? Like, does your role model change, or like I really like Elon Musk. To be honest, a lot of people like Elon Musk. Uh, Even though I'm not very tech savvy guy, but he's doing cool things and he has got a lot of fan following. So probably he is also one of the fans, I guess. Of
Yeah,
Elon Musk.
I do like his work. He always inspires me, like with his amazing work, that I guess he gets to do thing that is completely out of the box, that he comes with every innovative possible innovative things possible. So yeah, he is my role man. Talking about
Are there
other
any
people,
role models like in your family when you were growing up?
yeah, I think my father was definitely a great role model because he has taught me to work hard. Because even if you're talented, if you're not working hard, then it's of no use. So yeah, believe in your hard work, not on your luck. So that's what I learned from
I
him.
believe if you work hard, you get more of luck. Like, don't just rely on luck. Just work hard and luck comes to you.
Yeah,
It's simple as that. Like, and I'm not saying that working hard is like work donkey work. Am I saying like work hard on with a dedication and focus, and then if you can just find a thing and dedicate yourself, and then you lose, and then you work, never give up on that.
Yeah.
That is working hard, and then that's the thing. Like, that brings luck. To
Yeah.
be honest, that's what I think.
Well, what I feel, my perspective towards working hard is like, if you are interested, if you're genuinely interested in something,
Yeah.
then even if you work hard, you won't realize that you're working hard. You feel that you're working hard because you are not interested in something, but
Yeah.
due to some societal expectations or parental pressure, but you don't like that thing at your core. So you get the feeling that you are working so hard. But if you really like something, then you never get to feel that. So if you are interested, if you're passionate about something, then you will automatically work hard. That's what I want to say. Yeah.
I see. So as you are a software engineer right now, as I know, and many people know, but he is running a YouTube channel as well.
Yeah.
So what is how did you decide to choose your major in your college? Like, because I think in the first year there are a lot of common subjects, and then you decide to go in a particular one. Like, if you want to go for there is, because computer science engineering is vast. Like, there is cybersecurity, I guess there is IT, CSE, and there's like a lot of branches of it, just like any engineering. So how did you decided to go with your major?
Well, definitely in my first year, I did not like programming at all. I felt like dropping out of my college because I was not able to cope up with the coding and everything. It was it was too overwhelming for me. But I always had the never give up attitude. I was like, okay, let me give it some time. Let's wait for some while, and I should just learn at a slow pace, keep it simple. And yeah, eventually I got out of that phase. I developed my interest towards coding eventually. But yeah, there are many fields like machine learning, AI, cybersecurity, so many things that you can choose in computer science field. But I tried everything. I tried machine learning, I tried cybersecurity, I tried security, like everything. And then I got interested in development, like developing apps, websites. So there I decided, okay, I'm gonna be an engineer, where someone who gets to design websites, apps. So yeah, I became a developer.
Yeah,
Full stack developer, you can say.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I have chosen software engineering as well when I was in 12th, but to be honest, that's not my cup of tea. The next question I want to ask you, that how did your college help you, like your education helped you in preparing you in becoming a software engineer? Like, how was the education? How was the professors in your college? Or did you do a lot of self-study? So how was the combination about it?
So yeah, as you know, I cleared JEE, so I got to study at one of the prestigious college of India, and definitely it did streamline my career a bit, smoothened my career a bit, because I don't have to worry about job anymore. So I can just go and explore, everything. So I got the right environment, I got the right peers in my college. So I would definitely be thankful to the environment that it provided, so that I got the freedom to choose anything I wanted. So yeah, that has definitely helped me. And yeah, College was not the only place where I got to learn all those things. I definitely took, help of other sources like YouTube, websites, and internet overall. Definitely, you can learn anything from internet if you want. So yeah, it's a blend of all the things.
As I remember, like he used to told me that he used to study, like take a lot of courses uh, from YouTube. Actually, YouTube literally helped you a lot, right? Like in self learning. Like for example, if he didn't understand a particular topic, he used to go to the YouTube and watch for the videos for hours and hours, and then he used to get to understand and get to the core of the topic, and then he is like, okay, I'm like I'm confident enough to tackle the problem. So yeah, YouTube did a very good job for you, like to understanding the topic,
definitely. Right? Like the best thing about YouTube is that you have everything over there. That is also the worst thing. How? Because
how to find the information?
Yeah, exactly. It is so scattered. It is not at all structured. You can learn literally like building a rocket from YouTube, but it's so structured, it's so unstructured that you have to spend a lot of time in finding the actual thing that you want to learn.
Yeah.
So if you don't have enough time, just go and buy a course. But yeah, if you want a little bit of help, if you want, then you have plethora of resources on YouTube, videos, MIT lecture, Stanford lecture, anything you want to study, it's out there. But you just have to find the right place, right channel. That's the hard part.
Okay. So finally, when you were graduated from your college and you got placed into really nice multinational company, if you want to check the video, like which company he is working in, you can go to his channel. I will mention the link in this video, and you can go check about which company he's working in. And so for now, I will just ask, like, so when you get into the company, so how was that feeling, and what were the responsibilities for you? Like, were you challenged, and were you surprised or nervous the first time when you started working for a company, for such a big company?
Yeah, I mean, before getting into the company, I used to feel, okay, it will feel really great. I will always, enjoy working. I will always be happy. But yeah, it's the phase. And once you get into a company, things normalizes. You get the responsibilities. You get to work on challenges every day. So yeah, sometimes it gets a bit monotonous, but once you're involved in a project, you solve certain kind of you solve certain kind of challenges that is actually dealing with the real customers. You know that these are actual people who's going to affected by the industry, by the code that you have written for the software. So that helps me, that keeps me driven. So yeah, that is the thing I like about working in a company, that you get to work on real life projects.
Okay, so as you got placed and you had first job, I just want to ask you, like, what was the first thing, like the key lesson that you learned from your first job? Like, would you like to share with our audience?
Yeah, definitely. I used to think that if I get a tech job or a coding job, it will be like coding always. But the reality is it's mostly 10% of the coding and 90% of other specs. Other specs includes the planning, the scrum calls, having a calls with your product manager, reiterating over the planning, over, understanding the structure, whole integration of the database, how it's going to work, everything. It takes a lot of time, so pipelining it, integrating it, deploying it.
Okay, so moving forward, I just want to ask you, like, what is like your typical day as a software engineer?
If you're really interested, you can go and check out my video. I recently
I want to mention that he also has made a video about a day in the life of software engineers. So if you want to check that video, you should go and check the link in this video. I will mention it here. But still, you want to explain a little bit, like in short summary, like how does your life, work-life balance?
Yeah, I have the bad habit of sleeping really late. So around 2 or 3, I usually sleep, and I wake up around 8. I then wake up, prepare my breakfast, and get to leave for my office around 10. I have my stand-up call around 10:30. I attend my stand-up call, and then I start working, and then I come back from office around 5 or 6, and then I go to gym. And if I get the time, apart from my office time, I get to work on my ideas related to my YouTube channel. So that's
yeah,
and yeah, that's what it looks like. Not very interesting, I know, but yeah.
And as a software engineer, like, what is like to be working in a big projects? Like, do you get to work on a big projects in a company?
Yeah, definitely. The project that I am currently working on, it's a part of manufacturing companies. Okay, so it's that software that we build is deployed in the one of the biggest companies working out there, like across the globe. So I know, like, the code which I have written has to be really quality one, so it does not affect the customers. So
The funny thing
probably
is,
we are working at one of the biggest projects,
yeah.
related to energy and manufacturing world. So yeah,
The funny thing is, I even though I spent time with him and I have seen him attending meetings, like a lot of software engineers attend the meetings, I don't understand anything except there's the guy. I see this guy like just attending the meeting, but I don't understand his work at all because it's kind of a bit complicated. Because I'm not a software engineer, I'm not in that field, but it's kind of a like it looks like a very important and hectic job.
yeah, definitely it takes a lot of brain power, and sometimes
Yeah, it's a lot of brain power. Like, even though you have to sit in a like a air conditioner room and sitting on the chair, but you gotta use your brain. Like, if you miss one comma or any kind of a symbol in coding, it's not gonna run, and it's gonna like eat up your brain. That's what I understand about software engineering.
Yeah.
But I don't know how do they do it, but I think it's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on and let's talk about your YouTube channel, because he's working and alongside he's also running a YouTube channel, and he's acquired quite a good amount of subscribers. So what motivated you to like start a YouTube channel?
Ever since my college days, I would say, I was watching YouTube videos even to pass my semester exams. Along with that, I also discovered some of the YouTube channels that was running by my seniors from other colleges like DTU and SIT. So I got to know about them. They were making tech blogs or a day in the life format videos. So there I got the inspiration, but still I did not start it. One day I was just out of nowhere, I was just doing some stuff with the video editing on my phone. I don't know, I really liked it. And then he pushed me during the lockdown. Why don't you start, you have your own YouTube channel? So I was like, okay, but still I waited for a while. I went back to my college after lockdown, and then I made a video on the day in the life format. And you can still go and check out a day in the life of a computer science engineer. And it got really good engagement. So that really drove me, okay, I can really make good videos.
Yeah, at some point I really pushed him and like really inspired or motivated him, like literally motivated me, like, go and start a YouTube channel, you are doing so well, you have to share your experience with the world. And he was like, no, I'm very shy guy, I'm an introvert. He was like one kind of shy guy, but like he started making videos and he got his confidence, and now he's very open guy. He's making really nice videos. So that's a really a good improvement which I have seen in my brother. So that's pretty interesting. Again, I want to ask you, because my work is completely different from yours. And so how do you manage your software engineering job and running a YouTube channel together? 'Cause I think it's a bit a difficult job, right?
Yeah, I think it's a bit difficult job if you're willing to sacrifice few things. Like sometimes I don't go out on weekend. I just sit and make videos. I edit my videos. So yeah, sometimes only, not always. But yeah, those weekends, the relaxation time, this chilling time is cut off when you have a side hustles apart from your mainstream job. So yeah, I think you just have to make time for yourself for doing stuff. Yeah, if you're able to do it, if you're able to prioritize things, then you can manage. It's not a big deal. Even though I'm not very good at it, I'm still improving. Yeah, but it is very well doable.
So as I have known, like, you have struggled and did a deep research about starting a YouTube channel. So do you want to walk us through a little bit about if someone who is a new, who's working and starting a YouTube channel, how they can grow on a YouTube? Like, do you have any roadmap for those people? Like, can you explain a little bit of, like, in a short summary?
Sure. If you want to start a YouTube channel, then you have to get first really good at video editing. You have to learn how to set cinematic rolls. You have to learn you should have a expensive camera. These are all myths. Okay. You
Oh.
just have to start with whatever you have. I used to think like that. Okay, once I'll get really good at this skill, I will do this thing. No, you get to improve with your work. Okay,
Yeah.
so whatever you have, even if you have just a simple smartphone, I started with a smartphone. You can do the same. So just use the resources whatever you have, and just start making videos, and just do some research that align with your interest. Find the creators who are related to your interest, your niche, and pick their popular videos. Customize it, add your own flavor, and just do some copying. I would say in the starting, do some sprinkling, and add your own
Yeah.
taste to it. Yeah.
As I remember, of course, I grew up with him and I knew him from my childhood. He was kind of a very introvert kind of a guy, very naughty but introvert kind of a guy. And over a period of time, he had developed himself to very open and express his thought very clearly. So if someone who has insecurities like that, like someone who cannot express their thoughts, and someone who is very shy to up in the audience and talk to the people, what would you suggest to those people? Because you have walked that path, like, right? What would you suggest them to, like, what they should do, like, according to you?
Yeah, as you said, I was a really nerdy kid. I was very shy, very introverted. But YouTube gave me the confidence to talk to people, to talk to the camera, to speak my emotion out, to speak my heart out. Okay, so that has really helped me even to grab a job, because you might be able to clear the technical interviews, but at the last, when you have to deal with the real manager, when they'll ask you about a behavioral question, then your communication skill matters. And YouTube has really helped me to crack my HR rounds, I would say.
Yeah.
So I would like to thank YouTube for helping me get a job, I would say. Not totally, but a part of it. So yeah, if you are introvert, just start talking to yourself, your camera. You will soon get there where you won't feel introverted anymore. And being introvert is not a very nice thing. You miss out on a lot of opportunities. So sometimes you just have to go and ask for the things that you really need. So in those cases, just sometimes you have to be extrovert so that you don't miss out on opportunities.
Yeah, as if I remember that the day you got his job, or before his placement, he was preparing for the placement, and during the interview he did really good actually. His other friends got the interview for like 30 minutes, and his interview went off for like more than 1 hour, I guess.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Even though I was not very good at technical skill, but I knew whatever I knew how to portray it, in a very convincing manner. So there, it really, you have to sell your skill, basically. So if you're really good at communication skills, and if you're not very exceptional with your technical skill, you're gonna make it. So yeah.
And the next thing I want to ask you that what have you learned from being a software engineer and as a YouTuber in your professional life? Like,
Okay, so coding is a kind of job where you have to think a lot. You have to derive a solution out of a problem.
or also I can say that how does your software engineering job help you in a YouTube and in professional life, like in the series I'm asking?
Yeah, as I said, it takes a lot of brainstorming, right?
Yeah.
So whenever I make a YouTube video, I try to make it as informational as possible. So that's why you see sometimes it's not very consistent, because I spend a lot of time in pre-production, also post-production, that I edit myself all the videos. But the main thing, I want to put as much informative video as myself. I want to do really good editing. I just want to make it perfect. So the sense of doing perfect thing came from writing code. Like if your code is not perfect, if you're just even missing a comma, it will throw error. So I think that is not a very good thing, because that affect your consistency. But yeah, it makes it adds quality to your work. So yeah, it has helped me to brainstorming, definitely, my software engineering job in other aspects of life.
So let's talk about future plans as a software engineer for Shashank. Like, where do you see yourself in next 3 to 5 years from now?
Well, the biggest
This
plan.
is a very important question for him and many people who are listening to him right now. And where they see themselves after 3-5 years. So let's get to
well,
know
it's
from
a
him.
very
Like,
subjective question. It depends on people, but I'll tell you about myself. I want to get a software remote job. Right now, it's not a fully remote job. I have to go to office twice or thrice a week, so I'm bounded to a geographical location. I don't want that. Okay, I just want to, travel the world and work from anywhere, so that I get to experiences different people, their working culture. So that's what I'm driven to, because I also have a YouTube channel. I want to scale it up, so I need more time for myself, and getting a remote job would do so. Yeah.
so basically, you're saying like in next 3 to 5 years, you want to go to some different country or place and work there. Like you want to have international exposure.
Well, definitely. I really want to go to Europe because of
Europe.
because of the working culture they have. It's 9 to 5, and the work-life balance is really good. So I get to work on my side hustles. I can scale it up, and maybe in the future I can,
But I think
make
like
something out of it.
in Europe you have to learn the language, right? So are you ready to learn the language if you go there?
Well, that's true, but not very necessary for the people who are working in a tech jobs. If you have a tech job, that is not a compulsion. But yes, if you know it, you have added advantage. So if it's the requirement, yeah, I'm ready to learn. I did start learning German, but I did not continue. Yeah.
Well, yeah, as far as I know him, he is very dedicated learner, to be honest. And once he grab onto something, he learn it, and he does not leave that thing until he figure the thing out and learn it and do it. So probably that could be a possibility. I don't know the future for sure. And what about America? Because a lot of your colleagues and your friends from school and college are in America and they're working in America. So what's your thought on that? Are you willing to go to America?
Well, US is like one of the biggest tech giants. All the companies originated from there, the Silicon Valley and everything. So my friends, my classmates, like my buddy I recently had a podcast. You can go and watch that. He's currently working in San Diego, and I got to know about a lot of things, their culture, how things work there. I think in tech industry it's pretty much same, not a big difference. But yeah, if you compare the life in US and India, it's different. But yeah, I really want to experience that too. But if you ask me about the preferences, then I would keep Europe, at my first preference, because of the work-life balance and the travel perspective. And US is also a good option, I would say.
Yeah, a lot of my friends are in US as well, and in Canada, in UK, like in different parts of the world. And yeah, there is the pros and cons of living in every country. Yeah, I wish you all the best for your future endeavors.
Yeah, thanks.
And another thing I want to ask, like we talked about, as I know that a lot of tech guys like Tesla. Like, let's talk about cars, because I like cars, and I want to ask him like which car does he like. And as far as I think, or I don't know, this is just my personal perspective, that a lot of tech guys like Tesla and electric cars, and like they are more inclined towards that. So are you also inclined toward Tesla, or which car do you like?
Yeah, as I mentioned during the start of the podcast, that the autonomous things, autonomous cars, robots, that really inspire me. That is very fascinating to me. But I'm not into cars. I'm more into bikes. Okay.
Oh.
Because last year itself, I bought a bike for myself, and I want to get a really good bike. Yeah. So I'm not very interested in car. Yeah, I do, but I'm more interested in bikes.
Okay, bike lovers, bike guys, definitely comment down in this video, because I want to know which guys are bike lovers like him. I myself is a car lover, so you can comment down there which car is your favorite car there. Okay, so next I want to ask you to give some advice to the future software engineers, those who want to pursue their career in software engineering. What would you suggest to them? Like, what they should do in 2024 and coming 2025?
Yeah. So few weeks back, I posted a poll on my channel where I asked people that, do you really like coding, or you do it for because of fame or money? You'd be surprised, like 45% of the people voted because it gives you the status and money, and around 40 or 45% of the people, they voted for they are actually passionate. So if your option is the second one, okay, then only choose coding. And if you're running behind money and fame and the prestige that definitely you will get, that adds up as a compliment, so that might not be a right choice for you, because you would not sustain. So yeah, I mean, if you have a really, inclination, if you really like coding, give yourself a try coding for a few months, and if you really like, and then make a decision. Don't follow me or anyone that he is doing a great job, he is having a good life, so I will also take coding and my life would be great. No, that's not the case. Analyze your situation, analyze what you really like, and then make a decision. Otherwise, it's a really good tech career. You can make a lot of money, you get to learn a lot. So yeah, it's great.
Yeah, what I would suggest, that if you wanna make a decision, so definitely ask people and get to know their perspective. Ask someone who is more experienced in that field, and then compare it with your personal aspirations and goals, and see where you see where you stand, and then make a decision, so you don't regret in life in future. Um, so that would be a great advice, I think, from him. And what would you suggest to aspiring YouTubers who wanna run a YouTube channel as well as they wanna keep doing their work, because they wanna share themselves to the world?
Yeah, for them, one advice is make things your priority. Okay, you might have to cut down a lot of things if you have a side hustles. So for right now, my job is still my priority. I do YouTube in my free time, not my priority yet. Maybe if I hit 1,100K subscriber, then maybe I will think about it. But right now, no. So yeah, YouTube is a very rewarding job. It's not actually a job. It's like you're having your own small business. So you just have to fuel it from time to time. And job is definitely not a bad thing. You can have a job and you can have a YouTube channel as well. Okay, so having a social, having an online presence in 2024 or in the coming future is very important, because if you don't show what you equipped with, what your skills are, you may lose out on a lot of opportunities. So you have to really go and show yourself. I'm good at this, I'm good at this. You have to show yourself. You have to be active on Twitter, LinkedIn, make your learning public. So, and YouTube is a very good platform that offers you that. So yeah, online presence is the core, is the thing.
Well, it was amazing to get to know you, Shashank. For me, I know you for a long time, since we were born, like since we got our consciousness to understand each other. But today, a lot of people also got to know you as a software engineer and your experience, which probably is going to help them in making their decisions, and also inspire them to go for software engineering and become a YouTuber, or choose whatever they want to be in their career or in their life. Any final thoughts and messages that you want to share with the audience, that from your professional, personal life?
Yeah, I think most of the people, those who are going to watch this video, they would be in college, I would say, because if I see my channel, most of the people are in college or in high school, like 11, 12th, and they're really looking up to a day in the life kind of video, getting inspired. Okay, I want to be a software engineer. But if you really ask them, are they really interested? No, they are not. They are just seeing the lavish lifestyle. They are seeing this, the bubbles these influencers have created. So you just have to see what you're really interested, then make a decision. Okay, I used to think in my 11th, 12th is like IIT JEE is the life, it's the end, life or death situation. Now people having that kind of mindset for, computer science, engineering, don't do that. There's so many options. Okay, but if you are really interested, then yeah, you will go very far in this field if you take computer science. And definitely I would recommend everyone to have or make a social online presence. It will help you in any field, no matter what, whether you are studying law, medical, commerce. I know I know people from all these fields having YouTube channels with having million subscribers. So you will never get bored. Your job will never get monotonous if you have a side hustles. So yeah, that's the advice. Just keep trying different things until you really know you're really good at it. So yeah.
Even sometimes we also discuss to each other in making decisions. Sometimes he asked me, I asked him, because he has some different experience, I have a different experience of life. So it's really important to share your experiences and and get the advice from the people in the field in which they are experienced in, I would say. So last thing, like, where our people on this channel, they are watching, where the people can find you, like, what's your channel name? Do you want to share with the audience here?
Yeah, my channel name is Shashank. If you cut it down, it will be Sayhank, SAYSHANK. You'll easily get it. You'll just Google it. You'll just search it on the YouTube. Also, I'll put the link. I'll ask him to put the link in the description. You can follow me on LinkedIn, my Instagram. All links will be provided in the description. So yeah, follow me. Push me a DM. I will try to reply.
Awesome. So it was a really nice talking to you professionally on front of camera. It was really fun having a professional interview. It's not an interview, just like a talking and getting to know my brother in front of a lot of people who are watching out there. And if you like the video, please hit the subscribe and share. So feel free to write down in the comments and share it to the friends who are interested in becoming a software engineer. So see you in the next video.